And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The running back has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into that zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
Unleashes one. Why not trying to get it in? So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. Trying to power it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Right down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little.
Turning it on! He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. Crosses the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Grimes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Throwing right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Using his legs, it's Smothers. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to keep this drive alive. NC State will pick up the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the heat. Snags it out the 30 and still running. It's a running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn.
I got to tell you, this offense defense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back.